Huffington. You're better than a good man, sir. You're a perfect specimen of the species.
I sure hope Sarah Huffington agrees with you.
You, sir, are a prime catch.
I am at that.
You've read all the good books.
From cover to cover.
You know all the latest dances.
Every step.
And you've no bad habits or vices.
All things in moderation.
And best of all, you've got plenty of plenty.
I can give Miss Sarah Huffington the fine life to which she has become accustomed.
A life of ease, waited on hand and foot by such as myself.
Exactly. Now, George, imagine you're Miss Huffington.
Come again, sir?
I want to practice my proposal.
I'm blushing already.
Sit down. Now look demure.
Oh, Roger, you bring out the beast in me.
Now that'll be enough. For some time now, Miss Huffington.
My name is Sarah.
Sarah. For some time now, Sarah, I've been entranced with your radiance, your beauty, your unending charm. Will you stop that?
When you gotta blow, you gotta blow.
Where was I?
My unending charms.
Oh yes, your unending charms. It has become clear to me that I can no longer live without you in my life. I know I'm not worthy. Actually, we know I'm more than worthy, but it sounds good, don't you think?
Most humble.
It's exactly what I was going for. Anyway, I know I'm not worthy, but you would make me the happiest man if you would consist to give me your hand in marriage. Well?
Oh, Roger, I don't know what to say.
Say yes, of course.
I don't know. This is a pretty important step, you know.
Stop. The proposal is perfect, isn't it?
She'll melt like butter.
A big, oozing puddle of love. And here's the ring that'll seal our betrothal.
Isn't that just a mite big for her delicate finger?
You think so? Shh! Here comes Milady. I smell the delicious scent of her lavender perfume. Let's hide and listen to how she boasts about me to her friends.
Master, do you think that's a good idea?
I am not afraid of the truth.
Just any man.
You wouldn't mind being caught by Roger Goodman.
He's so dreamy. Everyone seems to think so.
The temperature in the room rises when he's around.
I know. I find myself moving my fan more quickly when he approaches me.
And I wouldn't doubt he's coming this afternoon with a very important question for you, Sarah.
The entire countryside knows he's smitten with you.
I know. Every time he's around me, he seems to drool like a puppy. He's well educated, you know. He can even read and write.
I know. He's so handsome. Everyone says tomorrow he's made of flesh and blood and marble.
I know. And he's got a chunk of change.
I know. You don't sound enthused.
I know. Stop saying that. What's wrong?
He's due any moment and will undoubtedly ask for your hand in marriage.
She knows.
It's okay to be such nervous about the proposal, Sarah.
And he wouldn't do much better than Roger Goodman.
I'm not so sure. What? Have you found someone else? Yes and no.
What do you mean, yes and no?
Well, I know a type of man I want, so yes, I found someone else. What type of man is better than Roger Goodman?
Him! But that's a pirate!
A vicious criminal! I think he's merely misunderstood. Isn't he handsome?
If you like scars.
Isn't he dashing? You don't like getting hanged. But you have to admit he's exciting.
You've been reading too many of Lady Westerbrook's novels.
The pirate's lady must have gotten a hold of you. The way that the pirate king grabs Luciana and whisks her off to the exotic West Indies makes my heart race so fast, I think it will burst.
Things like that only happen in books.
I want them to happen in real life. Sarah, you've lost your mind. No. When Roger Goodman arrives, I shall send him packing. I want a man like this, dashing, daring, ready to face danger with a sword in hand.
Can I have Roger then?
Do with him as you will.
Sarah, have you seen that broadside? There it is. The sheriff wants to see this.
Oh, certainly, Father.
What are you doing with it anyway?
We were commenting about what a fearful creature this Bluebeard is.
Fearful indeed. He's robbed another one of my ships. He's cost me a fortune already.
That's terrible, Father.
But he shall not get away with it. I shall personally hunt him down and string him up by the yardarm.
You, Father?
I sail on the evening tide.
But what am I to do here all alone?
Water the flowers and do your embroidery, my dear.
Water the flowers, indeed. You know, sometimes I hate my life as a lady. Come on. Where are we going? I'm not going to meet any man of my dreams sitting here doing embroidery.
Bluebeard, did you hear that, George? She's going after a pirate.
Seems that way.
Maybe she's suffering from a fever. Her face looks flushed.
She certainly had a rosy glow.
Maybe she was hit in the head this morning.
Then she'd have been staggering about.
I'm the only one staggering. How can she cast me off like an old shawl?
Begging your pardon, sir, but the lady seems to want some excitement in her life.
She wants to pirate.
I'm afraid so.
But I'm not a pirate.
How bad do you want Miss Huffington's hand?
I want it more than life itself.
Then perhaps you should grow a Bluebeard of your own.
If she wants a pirate, I'll give her a pirate.
Now you're talking.
Avast me, hearties. Climb the old jib. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum.
Master, if you don't mind a suggestion, I think we better find you a tutor. Someone who knows the ropes, so to speak.
Aye, and if he doesn't know him, we'll hang him from one.
Come along, Master. There's nothing wrong with you than to walk off the gangplank over here.
Any sign of him?
Of who?
This tutor you've been talking.
Not yet, but I've got something of a crew, Mustard.
Why'd you put mustard on the crew?
It means I've rounded up a crew.
Why didn't you just say so?
Would you like to meet them?
Aye, me hearty.
Stop saying that! Get in here! All right, you worthless piece of horse, Poopy. Form a single line! Like that!
Are you sure this is the best you could do?
This is all I could do. You didn't give me much time, you know.
All right. You're first. What's your name?
Claude.
Claude what?
I don't know, I forgot.
Claude, can you read? Write? Cipher?
Pardon me, Captain, sir, but no use in asking that question for any of us. None of us got any schooling.
Have you ever been to sea before?
No, sir. We were on a boat once across the river before, but we had to row that one, sir.
It was a terrible trip it was. The current pulling us miles downstream before we hit a rock and the boat sank.
Can you swim then?
Oh, no, sir. We walked ashore.
The river was terrible shallow.
How have you been making a living, Claude?
I haven't, sir, unless you call sleeping on the docks a living.
How about you?
I'm Mom, his sister, and if you need a cook, you've got one.
What do you cook?
Flapjacks.
What else?
Flapjacks.
Flapjacks is her specialty.
And what I can't do with a flapjack.
Next, what's your name?
What's her name? What's her name? Scott! Scott!
I said, what's your name?
Scott! Scott!
I don't want anybody who speaks French.
Pardon me, Captain, sir, but that's our parrot. He thinks he's our brother.
Blimey.
Just give him a cracker and he'll be happy.
What use is he going to be?
Oh, Captain, you won't ever find a better conversationalist.
Begging your pardon, sir, but every pirate worth his salt has a parrot.
I suppose. Are you sure these are the best you could find?
You haven't met these last two.
The name's Sneak.
I'm Snaggle.
You want to know what's going on? Rely on me.
You want to swipe? You can count on me. You want it cleaned up? Do it yourself.
Got any experience?
How's this for experience?
That's my watch. How did you get it?
I told you it was good, but I got you beat.
I say, George, things are looking up.
So, Captain, what kind of voyage is this going to be?
Well, ladies and gents, this isn't going to be any pleasure cruise. The Petunia is going to set a name for itself as the most feared vessel on the high seas. Other sailors will tremble at the sight of our flag. Our object is to raid and plunder.
Are you saying that we're gonna be pirates?
I mean hearties, and we'll split the booty 50-50.
But there's 7 of us.
I get 50%, and you split the other 50 amongst yourself.
That don't sound fair. Cousin 8! Sounds like he's a pirate! David split it 7 ways! You'll starve in the brig.
George, help me.
Sorry, Master, but I'm pathetic.
All right. We'll split the booty 7 ways.
8. You'll split it 8 ways.
Long John! Not Long John Sliver!
It's me.
It's me. I'm Hardy.
You know something?
I hate parrots!
Oh, you leave poor parrot alone, or I'll cut your liver.
It's already been cut out.
Your spleen.
That's gone too.
Your gallbladder.
That got cut out first.
Then how about your heart?
Ha! I never even had one to begin with.
Who exactly are you? You spleenless, liverless, gallbladderless, heartless brute?
This is your tutor.
Long John Sliver!
And who are you?
Roger Goodman, a ruthless pirate.
You ruthless.
I'll have you know, I paid for this ship with my father's hard-earned money. If you persist to laugh at me, I'll make you get off. I will!
This is the fellow you've been telling me about, George?
That's him.
I don't know if there's much hope.
You're an expert, Long John.
I can't work miracles.
You said you could turn anybody into a pirate.
I didn't have any idea who anybody was.
Remember our part of the bargain?
Aye, that'll be true, George.
What exactly is our part of the bargain?
Well, in return for turning you into a ruthless pirate, we have to sail Petunia into the Caribbean.
The Caribbean. What for?
For the treasure.
Treasure?
Now that's a word I love to hear.
Where is this treasure?
On an island.
What island?
Treasure Island. Where else?
How do you know there's treasure on this island?
Because I buried it there myself 10 years ago. We'd plundered 18 ships over the years, and they were all filled with doubloons. Gold doubloons. 8 chests of gold doubloons we had, but then we got caught in a storm. The crew was all swept away, but I managed to get the 8 chests into a dinghy. I buried the treasure on the island, so when I got rescued, nobody knew I had the gold. I told myself, someday I'd go back and dig up the treasure. Today, someday.
Yeah, our lucky day.
Treasure!
Gold doubloons!
What are we waiting for?
Set sail!
Hold on just a minute. You want this dandy turned into a pirate, don't you?
That's what he wants, yes.
Then before setting sail, we've got to make a few changes around here.
Like what?
The first is the name of this ship.
I named it after my favorite flower.
We need a name that strikes fear into the hearts of all who hear it. Petunia don't exactly send a shiver up and down the spine.
What do you suggest?
The weevil, the weasel,
The rat, the spider,
The scorpion!
the cockroach.
The cockroach?
Well, cockroaches send shivers up and down one spine. Shut up, the lot of you! We'll call this tub the sea serpent.
I like that.
And then we've got to change the flag. You want to scare everyone with the flag, not have them thinking we're hosting a tea party. How about something like this?
Ah! Saints preserve us!
All right, that screams enough to shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. I like that.
I'll sail under that flag anytime.
Now show me business. Tangle with us, and this'll be you.
Then the skull and crossbones will wave proudly above the sea serpent.
One last thing, matey. What's your name?
Roger Goodman. Captain Roger Goodman.
Oh, just as I thought. That's the whippiest name in the books.
I'll have you know that that is a long-respected name in my family. My father has that name, his father, and his father before him.
We need something that sends a chill up the spine.
Something like Captain Mean, Captain Bat, Captain Cruel, Captain Dangerous, Captain Cockroach.
Captain Crunch! Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Those all stink.
See here? I don't want to be saddled with some bloody awful name.
That's it!
What?
Blood. Captain Blood.
Ugh, makes my blood run cold. I sailed under Captain Blood. Has a nice ring to it, if you ask me.
I'll vote for it.
This isn't a contest. You can't vote for my name. Maybe I don't want to be Captain Blood.
Think about Miss Sarah Huffington. What would she think of it, Lord Goodman?
You mean Captain Blood?
Now you're talking.
Let's set sail. I'll go cook some flapjacks.
Raise the gangplank.
Hoist the sails.
Let's sail! Let's sail! Cast off the mooring line!
If you want me, I'll be on the poop deck.
What's wrong?
I forgot to tell you. I get seasick.
Looks like it's curtains for you, Captain Belvedere.
Those sharks down there look mighty hungry.
Yeah, they just hang around gangplanks waiting for some trash to fall in. But don't worry, they say it happens so fast, you never know what bit you.
I've always liked fish. I've made a study of sharks. Maybe they'll listen to reason.
Yeah, sure.
You know, on second thought, maybe I can help your captain out a bit.
You think so?
What have I got to lose?
Just everything below your nose.
I'll go tell the captain you're ready to talk.
Tell me, Laverne, what makes you lead a life of crime?
You mean, why did a girl like me go bad? I'll tell you, Pops. When I was a little girl, I wanted a dolly. A special dolly. When I saw her twist her window, she was beautiful. She had golden curly hair, blue eyes, and the prettiest sisters you ever saw. But my mom said, too bad, we don't have enough money. When I was older, I saw this pair of shoes I wanted. They had pearl buttons on them. But my mom said, too bad, we don't have enough money. So right outside the window where I was standing there drooling, I met the captain. After our first job, I bought the shoes. And after our second job, I bought the doll. Did that answer your question? So, Belvedere, are you ready to talk?
Yes, I won't resist any longer.
What made you change your mind?
Our little buddies down there.
I'm just not ready to be someone's dinner yet.
Yeah, Captain, you'd be a little tough, a little stringy, and I don't think you'd have much taste.
You don't have to be insulting, Huff and Puff.
That's Captain Puff and Puff to you. Now, what can you tell me about Bluebeard?
I saw him
Recently?
6 months ago,
Where?
living in a treehouse.
A tree house.
What's that?
A house built into a tree.
Where do they have trees big enough to hold a house?
The island.
What island?
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island, How do we get to this treasure island?
Well, you follow the equator to the deep Atlantic, then hang a right and sail south for 500 miles. You can't miss it.
Why is it called Treasure Island?
Rumor has it that Long John Sliver buried 8 chests of gold doubloons there.
Long John Sliver,
Most ruthless of all pirates.
More ruthless than me?
To be honest, dear lady, I haven't even heard of you till you boarded this ship.
We're working on that. I sent 5 press releases detailing how ruthless the Pirate Queen is.
And I drew pictures to go with them. It won't be long before they'll get a wanted poster out about you, Pirate Queen.
And just to prove how ruthless I am, you're gonna visit some of my friends.
What do you intend to do?
Hey boys, it's supper time. But don't worry, Captain. They're not sharks, they're dolphins. And you know, the water's shallow enough from here for you to walk the shore. Bye-bye. Bye.
Another Maui Bluebeard?
In a little while. They're delicious. What do you put in them?
Coconut milk, rose milk, and goat milk.
And milk of magnesia.
That'll keep your motor running nicely. Hey, Captain?
At a nice, slow pace. Just the way I want my retirement to be.
I still don't see why you had to go and retire.
Simple, Smudge. I'm pooped. And with you and Dandy keeping my image alive, it's not like I've really retired at all. It's our little secret. Everybody else still thinks I'm the terror of the high seas.
Voila!
Finish?
You want to hear?
Do we have a choice?
I call this one a pirate on a storm-tossed sea.
I like that title.
In days of yore, when men were men, and women as fair as could be, the greatest captain guided his ship across the storm-tossed sea. The wind she blew from north to south, the waves they covered the the deck. The captain shouted, "Save the sails!" The men said, "What the heck? We're doomed to drown. All is lost. The goods went out of sail." "Hold on," the captain scolded. "Your courage starts to smell."
I like that, but we never said none of that.
Quiet, Smudge. Continue, Dandy.
The captain tied the yardarm. He scaled at the mast. He crawled out on the ropes above, despite the rainy blast. His example caused the men to think, and some began to cry. They sprang to their positions, not caring if they die.
I sure cared. And you did too, Dandy. I remember distinctly how you shouted, "Look at Bluebeard. He's a regular nutcase."
I never said such a thing, Captain. Smudge is jealous because he can't read or write.
Jealous of that tripe? Ha!
Stop bickering with both of you, or I'll make you walk the gangplank.
They know you joke, Captain. You know, you never make anybody walk the gangplank.
Can't stand the sight of blood, can he?
I'd like to find out what happens. Read on, Dandy.
The ship was saved, the crew rejoiced, that cold summer morn, for never had any one of them witnessed such a storm. Below the cargo she was gone, its home the ocean floor. But then another ship was spied, brisk action there be more. Their swords were drawn, prepared to fight, the crew never flee. They bravely give their blood and guts to the salty sea. They sliced the first mate right in half, then gave the sharks a snack, and fought until the moonless night, their victory in the sack. They plundered gold and silver as the captain walked the plank. They fired cannons upon the ship, and cheered as she done sank.
Bravo, Dandy, bravo! That tells it exactly the way it happened.
No, it doesn't.
The storm wasn't that bad. We came across the ship and the crew had already abandoned it.
There wasn't a soul in sight.
The treasure was just lying there.
All we had to do was haul the chest up. Treasure aplenty. Handed to us on a silver platter. Literally.
Haven't you ever heard of poetic license?
That's the poetic lie. The sense is gone.
Smudge, we're talking about my image here. Image is everything. Dandy, get that tail rolled up, stuff it into a bottle, and cast it out into the sea. Someone's bound to find it, and there's another chapter to my wonderful life story. Now let's see how you've done on my portrait, Smudge. Oh my!
That doesn't look like you.
Much too dashing.
Aye, that's one steamy pirate.
And you mocked my words and called them a lie.
I think we'll send the poem and the picture together in a bottle. Someone's bound to find it, and my legend will be committed to eternity.
You ought to be committed.
And Smudge, I love the parrot.
They say every captain worth his salt has one.
Captain!
I don't want any more discussion on the truth.
You better hear this truth.
I don't want it known that I'd rather spend my days sitting here sipping Maui Mauis than plundering and raiding helpless ships.
But Captain,
Hush! Make me another Maui Maui.
I can't.
And pray tell why not?
That ship will spot us!
Ship?
Oh no, they're right. There's a ship out there.
Let's have a look. Wait, I don't see a thing. Oh, I see it now. A ship. And it's sporting a flag. Would you look at that? A skull and crossbones!
Oh.
Did you cover our ship?
Yes, it's covered by 200 feet of salt water.
Well, that's right. We had that little accident. Let's get up to the treehouse. Whoever it is, they'll never find us there.
Gosh, I wonder if there's any word from the outside world.
I'm not sticking around to find out.
Dry land at last.
Hey, my feet don't know what to do. The deck's not moving.
As long as your stomach knows what to do, you're fine.
Treasure Island at last. Finally the gold will be mine. We mighty sure have gotten here sooner, Captain Blood. You would have taken that shortcut I told you about.
Long John, you told me a good pirate always acts like he knows what he's doing.
Aye, but when that blow told us we landed in Venezuela, you should have figured we were a little off course.
Well, we've made it.
alright, that's all that counts. Now, how about the flapjacks?
Look at my
dry land. I'm sure we can find some real food. I'm sure there are berries and roots and lots of leaves.
You want food or a salad bar?
Looks like somebody knew this here. What? This island is supposed to be deserted.
Coconut. It's Maui Maui.
How do you know?
I know a Maui Maui when I see one. Oh, is that paper umbrella? Will this do? Will this do? Will this do?
Found something interesting, Parrot?
Interesting parrot. Interesting parrot.
Well, looky there.
If that isn't the meanest, orneriest pirate I've ever seen.
I like the bird.
Like the bird. Like the bird.
Blimey! Let's hope the bird hasn't found the treasure.
Say, you know something, Captain Blood? If you really want to be a scary pirate, you gotta get a hook in one of those hands.
Then we can all call you Captain Blood P. Hook.
Aye, and how about a peg leg?
Then we can all call you Peggy.
I'm not going that far.
How bad do you want to marry Sarah Huffington?
I might give a finger. Alright, maybe a finger and a thumb. But an arm or a leg, who are you kidding?
Captain, I see a ship coming.
What is this, Grand Central Station?
Do you think they followed us?
Let's hope it's not the Pirate Queen.
Who?
You know the one George found in those bottles he fished out of the ocean?
They say she's plundered 20 ships.
They say she's made 10 men walk the plank.
They say she ate raw liver once.
Be a lot better than one of Mom's flapjacks.
Oh, you take that back, Claude, or I'll tie one of them cannons on the ship.
What flag does that ship fly under?
The Stars and Stripes.
Uh-oh.
We need a plan.
Right. First one who comes up with a plan gets a cracker.
I want a cracker. I want a cracker.
Good plan, Parrot.
That wasn't a plan.
You just didn't listen. He said we hide behind the trees and ambush these invaders.
And then we take their leader hostage.
Parrot, you get a cracker. Here you go, my little pollywally.
Oh, blimey, Captain Blood. Live up to your name. Draw your sword. Prepare to use it.
Use it? How barbaric.
Really, Long John? Are you starting to believe all that baloney I've been sipping off in them bottles?
No, but maybe they will. Now everyone, hide. When I give the word, attack.
Hector, there's nobody on this island.
I heard voices.
So did Joan of Arc, and look what happened to her.
For goodness sakes, Emma, why did you have to bring so much luggage?
What on earth do you mean? That is only the lightest of my 3 cases. You certainly can't expect me to be civilized without some basic items. Why couldn't Captain Porter have sent us a porter? Get it? A porter? Captain Porter?
Emma, this is no time for frivolity. Really, I should have left you at home. This is no place for a woman. That's why Captain Porter insisted on leaving us here on this island. He said it'd be safer than on the ship, what with all those pirates running around.
You mean you begged him to leave us on this island? I do believe you're mighty frightened yourself, my dear.
Nonsense. I'm only here to protect you. Otherwise, I would have stayed on that ship until we found that horrid pirate Bluebeard. At any rate, it shouldn't take long. Captain Porter assured me he'd be back within a few days. Wait a minute. Someone has been here.
A chair on the beach. How comfortable.
And what about this? Smells like some kind of drink. And look at this. The most fearsome pirate I've ever saw.
Oh my, such an animalistic charm.
For goodness sakes, Emma. What's wrong with you?
Shh. Did you hear something?
I hear all sorts of horrible things. Birds calling, cats growling, and elephants stomping along.
There are no elephants on these islands.
Who knows what's on these islands? I sure wish Captain Porter had come ashore.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Emma, I think you should rephrase that.
Oh dear. Pirates.
And you are now our prisoners.
You forgot, Captain Blood. We don't take prisoners.
What do we do now,
change the rules on this one. I think these folk will come in mighty handy as our prisoners. If you would be so kind to follow Sneak and Snaggle to your new quarters.
At least growl when you say that.
Grrr.
Say, you sound so familiar.
I assure you we've never met you before, Lady Huffington.
Then how do you know my name?
Everyone knows your charm, wit, and beauty.
Oh, Hector, and you wonder why we ladies like pirates? I think I'm going to enjoy myself quite nicely here on this island.
What are you going to do with us?
That's for me to know, and you to find out. But do tell me, Lady Huffington, how is it that you came to be upon this island?
Well, Lord Bravery here insisted that we come out into the middle of the ocean to look for that nasty pirate with the beard who's raided so many of our mercantile ships and cost us such a lot of money.
Emma, be quiet. Don't tell this ruffian a thing.
Oh, Hector, don't get your silks all in a bunch. I'm sure this pirate won't hurt us. He has refined air about him.
I do? All right, ladies, take him away, and don't be so gentle about it either.
This way, your ladyship. Just don't step on any snakes. You do, the elephants will come running.
What are you going to do with them?
What better way to get my Sarah here than to tell her I've got her parents held captive? Here, right on the back of that paper over there. Go get it. To whom it may concern, Lord and Lady Huffington are now my prisoners. Should their fair daughter ever want to see them again, she will set sail immediately for Treasure Island. Signed, Captain Blood.
Now what do I do with it?
Stick it in this bottle. That's right, and then we float it out to sea like all the other ones I said.
You're quite an agent, Claude.
Image is everything, Captain.
The sea is littered with all those bottles. Wouldn't you say, George?
Yeah, like the one we picked up informing us of the exploits of the Pirate Queen.
Aye, and with luck, we'll have my fair Sarah here in, about 2 years to meet her pirate.
What about the Huffington's ship?
They'll come back looking for that Lord and Lady, mark my words.
I'll give it some thought. I'm sure the fates will help me now that I'm so close to winning my fair Sarah at last.
You are a patient and persistent man, Master.
Victory isn't for the faint of heart. Now let's get looking for that treasure.
Now you're talking. Hey, Huffy! Where'd you go?
You can't stop digging until we find the treasure.
I don't want to find a treasure. I've already got one.
Well, lucky you.
Gotta earn your keep here.
I am a distinguished member of society. It is beneath my dignity to be digging holes all around this island just because this idiot can't remember where he hid the treasure.
It was years ago! The place has really grown since then.
Let's get back to work. It's the gangplank for you.
Ha! I don't think you've ever made anyone walk the gangplank.
I'll have you know, we've robbed and plundered 3 ships on our way here.
I got 200 bolts of calico from the first one, a barrel of cinnamon from the second. The third was empty.
What's the principle of the thing?
Oh, there you are, Captain Blood. I baked your favorite cookies. Have one while they're hot.
Emma! I can't believe how you dote on this villain.
Oh, Hector, go dig a hole!
Treasure, huh?
Logged on this 10 years ago.
Maybe we should help them find it, and then we can split it.
An honorable suggestion, but Bluebeard is far from honorable.
Hold it. Bluebeard's retired.
But I can always take an odd job on the side, can't I? Let's let them do all the work, and when they find it, we surprise them, and the booty will be ours.
I
And then we can take their ship and sail away to a place where the gold will do us some good.
What would you do with the fortune, Creaky? I'd hire a servant to bring now and nowies for me.
Speaking of which, how about topping this off?
Yes, Bluebeard, do what you like to do.
You know something? They stole that picture I drew.
But do you know why?
What do you know, Dandy?
They wrote a letter of the fact they're holding Lord and Lady Huffington hostage, so Lord and Lady Huffington's daughter will come to the island. Then Captain Blood's going to capture her.
I wonder why Captain Blood wants to lure her here.
The Huffington daughter, eh?
She must be a real wing-a-ding.
How many wives have I had, Smudge?
Let's see, 7, Bluebeard, I think.
Well, maybe we'll not only get treasure out of all this, but another wife as well. Let's go see how they're doing.
Good to be on dry land. That it is.
Looks like a fun place to lay low for a while.
I've got to think of some new adventures for you, Pirate Queen. The papers haven't printed a good story about you in months.
Really, we need something different.
Why can't we just tell the truth? What, that we sail around and pick up old junk we find floating in the ocean? Come on! What kind of image consultants do you think we are?
All right. So let's take a look at our booty. One stinky chest we found floating in the sea all by itself. It might contain treasure.
Say, what is?
It's just a bunch of old papers. Call me Ishmael.
Yeesh. Listen to this. They were forced from the right whale who we came to know as Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Who would ever name a whale Moby Dick?
Here's a bottle I found floating in the sea.
It's got a message inside.
I sure wish somebody would go to bed, telephone or email or something. It'd make life so much easier.
What does it say?
To whom it may concern, Lord and Lady Huffington are now my prisoners. Should their fair daughter ever wish to see them again, she should set sail immediately for Treasure Island to retrieve them. Signed, Captain Blood. Sarah, your parents are being held captive.
On Treasure Island.
Where's that?
Unfortunately, stupid here.
Lost our map.
Can they help if it flew out of my hands?
We'll have to find this treasure island. I can't let Mummy and Puppy rot in the hands of this Captain Blood.
I like his name, though.
It's so romantic.
Look at his picture.
La fa fa boom. He does look a bit more roguish than the average pirate.
And he's got a parrot on his shoulder.
That's so piratey.
What's this now?
Wendigo's a pirate.
I stumbled upon a knitting club.
Knitting club, my sword. Haven't you ever heard of the Pirate Queen?
The Pirate Queen. What do? Fight with your purses?
Make fast work of them, ladies. The sharks are hungry.
Yeah!
Ah! Yeah!
Come on, Pirate Queen.
You can take it! You can take it! You can take it! Come on! You got him! Fall down! Fall down the queen! Fall down the queen! Rouse it! Drop your sword. So, what are you doing here, old-timer?
Old timer. Blimey, you sure know how to add insult to injury.
Just answer the question.
Well now, I'm running away from a mean old wife.
I'm real life.
That's right. She took all my money and ran off with a watchmaker.
A watchmaker?
That's right. She said she liked the way he ticked.
You poor dear.
The only way I could soothe my hurt feelings was to get as far away as possible. So I come here.
If you're lying, old-timer, I'll slit your throat.
Please don't. It's the only one I've got.
So, old-timer, do you know a place called Treasure Island?
I do.
Laverne, take notes. So how do we get to the new Treasure Island?
Well now, sail 100 miles east, then hang a right and sail 50 miles south. You come across an island that's shaped like a skull.
Is that Treasure Island?
No, that's Skull Island. So you hang a left and sail 30 more miles until you come across an island shaped like a gopher.
Is that Treasure Island?
No, that's Gopher Island. So you hang another right and sail 10 more miles until you come across an island that's shaped like an elephant.
Let me guess. That's Elephant Island.
No, smarty pants, that's Treasure Island.
If you're lying, old-timer, I'll skewer you and roast your liver.
Ha! I don't got a liver.
I'll roast anything you've got left.
Pardon my asking, ma'am, but I've never met a lady pirate before. What made you do it?
I don't know. I was just sitting in my garden one day, and I said to myself, I'm bored. So here I am.
But doesn't being on the run all the time and hiding from the law and all that pillaging and plundering get boring too?
Well, sometimes I wish I were in my garden again reading a good book.
About pirates.
You know, ladies, I'm not so sure the pirate life is all it's cracked up to be.
And you had to drive across the ocean before you figured this out?
Sometimes you have to lose something before you know it was important to you in the first place.
Yeah. Like indoor plumbing.
Or clean clothes.
Or the love of a fine, respectable, perfectly good man.
Well, if it's a man you're what, missy?
Unhand me, you knave!
What do you mean unhand you? I never touched you!
I know, but I've always wanted to say that.
They say it all the time in Lady Westerbrook's novels.
All right, ladies, enough reminiscing about our former lives. Laverne, you got those notes to Treasure Island?
I shall do. Let me see them.
Miss Butterfingers, not on your gold earring.
I'm keeping these safe.
What should we do at this chest?
Take it with us. Kids gets cold, we'll have enough to fuel to keep us warm a long time.
All right, old-timer, we'd better find Treasure Island.
Oh, you will, or my name ain't Herman Melvin.
Let's go.
Oh, so who's the one slacking off now, Mr. Slimmer? I'll have you know I just stared down the face of death.
And with your face, you probably scared him off.
For your information, it wasn't a him.
Then, what was it?
A her. The pirate queen. She was ready to invade.
The pirate queen? Oh no, a woman could never be a pirate. They're too fragile and delicate, and they'd never be able to push a man around.
Avast me, hearties. I'm tired of seeing poor Captain Blood do all the work. Now get back to work and dig.
Who died and left you the boss, Emma?
Nobody's died yet, but if you don't get that shovel in the ground, you're gonna be the first.
Oh, sure, Lord Fancy Pants. Fragile and delicate. Can't push you around.
My pants may be fancy, but at least I'm wearing some. Those shredded up knickers you got there hardly qualify.
I have more on my mind than fashionable attire. For instance, the pirate queen will be back.
The woman pirate? How did you know?
She was here a little while ago with her villainous crew. And when they find out I sent them on a wild goose chase, they'll be back. And they'll cook my goose for good. So we better find that treasure. And fast.
Good for her. Nothing like a woman to get things moving.
They've dug up every square inch of this island.
It looks like a cemetery.
And still, no treasure.
Maybe they have the wrong island.
All these islands look alike.
Then they better give up and go home. We've been lucky so far that they haven't found us, but it's only a matter of time before they look up and find the treehouse.
Say, listen to this.
Not again.
Shut up, Smudge! You may proceed.
Blue were the vicious, blue were the cruel. Was a pirate who never lost his cool. Like a cat in a tree, he watched carefully, till a moment he get crushed or he fooled.
That's all?
It's no Iliad.
Drivel. Mere drivel.
No, it's not. I like it. It's what we must do.
What must we do?
I've been the cat in the tree for too long. We must attack. Crush these fools digging up our paradise.
But the treasure.
There is no treasure. They've dug up every inch of this place.
What's your plan, Bluebeard?
Sharpen your swords.
I don't have a sword.
How about a pencil?
Anything, everything. We'll lure them to this spot and then attack, frightening them back to their ship.
What if they fight back?
We'll fight forward.
Aye, a good battle. We've been lounging around here for far too long.
I don't know. I could lounge around a lot longer than this.
Where's your courage? Where's your fight? Where's your spunk?
Courage, fight, spunk. You're talking a hockey player, not me.
Oh, this group will collapse like a paper tiger.
We can drive them back to their ship and they'll sail away for good.
That's great.
And we've forgotten the one thing that we've got that they don't.
What's that?
Our cannon.
That's right, our coconut cannon.
Oh yeah, that'll scare them. Give up, we'll top a cream pie with you.
They won't know it only fires coconuts.
Which, by the way, can leave a nasty goose egg on the noggin.
That's right, you were our guinea pig.
Still have flashbacks.
Alright then, you guys gonna go get the cannon?
With plenty of weapons. But I'll have to carry it, I suppose.
So how are we going to lure them here?
A single word.
How about quit?
Look at it this way, Dandy. You're about to get some new material for a new poem.
Yeah, my Yoliki.
Ready? Here's the word. Treasure, treasure, treasure!
Quiet, parrot.
I've heard someone yell treasure. Who found it?
Whoever it is better give it up right now or I will shiver their timbers.
What? I didn't find nothing.
George, you sly fox.
Not me.
Me? Nothing but sand. Sand and more sand. Sand, sand everywhere.
How about you two?
More blisters?
But we don't mind blisters if they're for you, Captain.
Then it's gotta be you, Parrot. You found the treasure?
Then who shouted treasure? Or is somebody trying to make fools of us? Because if they are, we'll cut them down to size. Right, Captain Blood?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah!
Time's up, old man.
Anyone?
Help!
Powerful?
Those should have hold the Great Wall of China.
Oh, yeah.
It worked!
Of course it worked.
Look at him run. Congratulations, Bluebeard.
You're brave and fast.
It must be the thrill of battle. I just feel a little lightheaded. Are you sure we should be taking refuge in a cave?
You've still got a lot to learn, Captain Blood. Always remember, when the going gets tough, hide. Blimey, this cave looks familiar.
That cannon could get us all in here. Not if we had a fewer module of blackjacks use as shields.
It's a big cave. Maybe there's a passage to the other side of the island.
Yeah, then maybe we can get a sea serpent and sail away. Sail away! Sail away!
We never did find the treasure.
We dug up every inch of the
afraid with that band of hooligans running about, we won't be able to search any longer. I say we head this way and see if there's a passage to the other side of the island, into the sea circle.
Someone tonight still dresses out to buy the food. So much for my ivory kite.
So much for my shiny new knife.
What do you mean knife? I want a sword. That way I don't have to get my hands dirty.
Mother would be proud of you, Snaggle.
Thank you, Steve.
So much for my entire life's work. Oh, it's a black day when a man has to give up his dreams.
Give up his dreams. Give up his dreams.
Be quiet, you infernal creature!
Oh, you leave poor Parrot alone. What bone do you have to pick with him anyhow? Bone to pick. Bone to pick.
That's something interesting, parrot.
Interesting parrot. Interesting parrot.
That's the biggest bone I've ever seen.
That's big enough to be a human's bone.
It is a human bone.
Yikes! Who'd you kill, Parrot? Parrot ain't that kind of parrot, Snaggle. Why, looky there! A chest!
Ain't that what we've been looking for?
A chest and a skeleton.
Why, looky here. It's a ring, still on figure. It's inscribed, whoever removes this ring will die a terrible, painful death. Now he tells me.
Forget that! Who is this?
Why, I remember that scoundrel. I remember that ring. He was with us when we buried the treasure. He must have dug it up, pulled it in here, and starved to death guarding it. So these are the chests of gold doubloons. Aye, you proved yourself a worthy pirate after all.
Arrgh! Well, shiver me timbers.
But what good is the treasure now?
It doesn't do us any good if we can't get off Treasure Island alive. That's right. We're stuck in this cave, and they're out there with a cannon.
They tricked us once, now it's our turn to trick them back.
What have you got in mind?
Here's what we're gonna do.
It's good to be rid of those rascals.
Are we sure they're gone?
Kiki and Kriegy will let us know as soon as the ship has sailed.
Our islands are own again.
Have your hands stopped shaking yet, Dandy?
Most of the time. As long as I don't have to think about it.
The fight.
Stop that. Don't say that word.
Fight. Swords. Blood. Gut.
Make him stop, Bluebeard.
Smudge, you rascal! Another word out of you and I'll skin you alive and turn you into a hammock!
But what did he become a pirate for? If he don't like what pirates do.
Well, to tell you the truth, the pirate couldn't stop at my house and asked my mom if she planned to send me to school. She said she didn't because I was too dull and we didn't have enough money. So he said, have a school of hard knocks, and here I am.
Well, if ever there was a hard knock life, this is it.
I like that. It's a hard knock life.
Bluebeard, good news! The ship has sailed! It's just on the horizon!
Then let's celebrate! Another Maui Maui!
Yes, Bluebeard. Your wishes are command.
And hurry up, I'm thirsty.
You know something, Creaky? What, Kiki? I can take the advantage of us.
Say, did you hear something just then?
Kiki and Creaky grumbling.
No, I mean more like something moving stealthily through the bushes.
It's your imagination, Smudge.
Yeah, now he's acting like a chicken.
I tell you, there's something out there.
Quick, get swords!
I've only got a pencil.
I can stab it with my paintbrush.
Great, then I'll defend myself with this straw.
It's getting closer and closer, and
Oh, there you are, Captain Bluebeard.
blimey.
It's Lady Huffington. 'Tis I.
Where be the rest of your crew?
Not my crew, Captain. They've all fled.
But your husband was with them.
That bum, I'm glad to be rid of him. For 20 years, I felt like a prisoner. I couldn't do anything without his permission. I couldn't even plant a buttercup without his go-ahead.
Poor little lady.
I know you never treat a lady like that. Well now, Captain Bluebeard, here has been
Quiet, Dandy! Can't you see the lady's in need of a wee bit of comfort? Yeah. Why don't you come sit down here in my chair?
Thank you. You are so kind. Might I be so bold to ask? If all your companions have sailed away, what are you going to do now? Stay right here with you.
Be that so?
But don't worry, I can earn my keep.
I bet you can.
I bake the best chocolate chip cookies in the world.
Chocolate chip cookies? Blimey. I haven't had a chocolate chip cookie since my mom threw me out of the house when I was, 28.
Well, I bake when I'm upset. So here, fresh from the oven, Grandma's own recipe.
Aye, they smell like a bit of heaven.
And they taste delicious.
These are to die for.
Captain, Dandy, Smudge, they're out like warts on a toad's back.
Brilliant plan, Captain Blood.
I thought so.
That sleeping orchid concoction did the trick.
Now what do we do?
We'll drag them off to the cave where, when they awake, we'll make them carry the chest of gold doubloons to our ship.
We'd better move the sea serpent back to its original spot.
Snaggle me can do that, Captain Sir.
Right, we're real good at parking big rigs.
You can trust us implicitly.
Alright, but be careful. It's easy to run aground on those sandbars.
Don't worry about us.
We know just what to do with the sandbar.
But isn't the sandbar the last place we got into trouble?
And where be they headed for?
They're moving the sea serpent so I can mold the gold.
It's all there, isn't it?
Aye. 7 chests for me and 1 for you to split any way you like.
What you like, split. Carrot smells a rat there.
I thought that'd be more than generous.
After we sailed here for you, fought battles for you.
Not to mention all the blisters we got sticking this place up.
But without me, ladies, there'd have been no treasure.
Long John, there's 8 chests. That's 1 for each of us.
What? I'm not giving up my treasure like that.
See them?
The plan worked.
Well, you'll be next.
Not on your life! Nobody's touching my treasure!
You can't mean to kill us all.
If I have to. Now drag them off to the cave. Hurry up! Don't have all day. Where is that lousy bum?
Hidden us in a wild goose chase.
This was Treasure Island all along.
Good thing we stopped that gas station and asked for directions.
Yeah, men would have never done that.
So your parents must be here.
They were here all along.
Aye. And look, a chocolate chip cookie. It looks like one of Mother's. Grandma's recipe.
I'll have one.
I'd walk the gangplank for a chocolate chip cookie.
We don't have time for cookies. We've got to find them and save them. Mother bakes when she's upset. Oh, to think poor Mummy out there all alone on this horrid island, collecting roots and berries just to stay alive. And Father working his fingers to the bone just to scrape by.
Never knowing what their captors might make them do.
Or what tortures they have endured. Stop it! I cannot stand it anymore. Hey, Captain, look at this.
Tracks. Like someone dragged another somebody off into the jungle.
Let's follow them and see where they lead us.
Good thinking hitting his arm like that.
I thought you tripped.
I did trip.
How was your trip? Bring back lots of souvenirs?
Look, in case you failed to notice, there's a ship marooned off the island. Somebody else is here.
And with Long John chasing us, it don't look good.
We should get on the last ship and make our getaway.
Aye, it's the only thing we can do. Good. Is the ship anchored in the lagoon?
Not exactly.
Can we get to the ship?
Not exactly.
We still have a ship, don't we?
Not exactly.
What exactly are you trying to tell us?
Those sandbars? Ooh, my, they were big.
We turned this way and that way. And this way and that way.
Which I don't think was one that way too much. I
be telling me which way to go.
I'll tell you all which way to go. So we have no ship. There's no way out.
We'll have to stand our ground.
We've been in tight spots before.
This is worse than squeezing toothpaste back into the tube.
Shh! Someone's coming!
Take cover!
3 men tied up with 8 chests of gold doubloons.
What do you make of it?
Well, we very much when we get up this island.
I agree. Let's get the gold.
Then make like a tree and leave. I really want a cookie,
I
guys.
know, and they look so
Really
good.
nice.
Stand your ground.
I cannot harm a woman.
Had enough, Captain Blood?
Oh, so you know my name.
I've read my bottles. Someone's getting you very good publicity.
See, we did the job, Bud. We want to race Captain Blood.
Yeah, then maybe I'd swim for some syrup for the flapjacks.
More bluff than bluster, eh, Captain Blood?
Those who live in a glass house shouldn't throw cannonballs.
I've done everything that's been reported. Well, at least I wanted to.
You're no pirate. Why do you even wear a perfume? A lovely lavender scent.
My one concession to my previous existence.
My lady love once wore that exact scent.
She did.
I remember it from the garden where I intended to propose marriage to her.
A proposal she would have foolishly rejected.
I still wear her engagement ring in my ear.
So you do.
I could have slipped it out properly.
What was the name of your lady love?
Sarah Huffington. Someone who wanted a man more daring, dashing, exciting than mere Roger Goodman.
She was a fool.
Was she?
If only she could be offered the proposal once more.
You would ask her again to marry him.
And she would say yes.
Really?
Truly.
Captain, can we put our arms down now?
You can.
We declare truce.
So, Captain, this is the blow to start it all.
It is.
So you're the one who that Captain's mother and pop.
How could you, Roger? I mean, really. Pillaging and robbing is one thing, but kidnapping Mummy and Puppy, I mean, really.
We didn't actually.
A likely story.
No, really. They just showed up on the island one day. They were trying to find Bluebeard, or trying to avoid finding Bluebeard, or something like that.
And Captain here took advantage of the situation.
I'm ever so glad you found the message in the bottle.
Well, where are they?
Here we are. Battle over. I thought you might put in my warm chocolate chip. Sarah.
Our darling baby.
Mummy, Puppy.
Why are you just like that?
'Cause she's the pirate queen.
Our little Sarah.
32 ships down and counting.
Make 50 men was a gangplank without batting an eye.
And someone should get a mouthful of gold and jewels.
Give it a rest, girls.
Why, Sarah? Why?
I was bored. I wanted excitement. I wanted to see the world.
You should have told us. We would have bought you an atlas.
Oh, Hector, you know how kids are. I've had a lovely time.
I have, but it's led me back to where I started.
Lord Huffington, I think I've proven I would do anything to ensure your daughter's happiness. I'd like to ask for her hand in marriage.
Well, don't take the hand, boy. Take the little girl.
I want a girl. I want a girl.
May I suggest we get on the last ship floating and make our getaway?
Just as soon as we get these doubloons.
Nobody's touching my blue!
Oh, dear. I'll protect you, Mother.
You're all gonna need protecting. I'm sending you out to see the little dinghy over yonder.
All of us, it'll sink.
I know.
You can't fight us all.
Let's overwhelm him. Great. You go first.
Hold on there!
Oh, dear. Hi, so it isn't the Cookie Monster.
Well, we had to think of something.
I feel very well rested.
And in a minute, you're going to feel very, very dead.
Long John, can't we reach for that.
Sounds good to me.
The gold's mine. And to get it back where I can spend it, I'm taking the ship. You can help me load the gold. After that, I don't care what happens to any of you.
Sounds might selfish, Long John.
Because I am selfish. That's what makes pirates pirates. We're selfish.
No, you'll never be a legend if you're just selfish.
Who wants to be a legend? I just want my reward for all those years raiding the high seas.
Don't worry, Long John. I'll make sure you get what you deserve.
Most powerful handheld cannon in the world.
It will shoot a hole through the Great Wall of China.
Let me ask you, do you feel lucky?
That's it? Oh, you didn't it?
Well, we better load up the gold balloons.
Sarah, that's stealing. The doubloons won't be doing anybody any good around here. She's right. No.
I say we leave them here and get them when we come for a visit.
How about Christmas?
Wonderful. We'll do Thanksgiving with Roger's family and Christmas here.
Sounds like a plan.
And besides, the doubloons, they're the property of His Majesty King George III.
Why, Captain Belvedere?
Hoppy heavens, is that you?
Quite so, old chap. You haven't aged a bit since our days together in the Queen's Royal Service. And I see you've made captain. Jolly good show, old chap.
And you've done pretty good for yourself since you ran off to make your fortune in America. You look, all right.
You flatter me, Belvy. Say, maybe you could help us out with a bit of a situation we've gotten ourselves into here. You see, there's a rather nasty pirate chap with a really big sword and a bit of a vendetta against us.
So sorry, old chap. Love to help. There's just one little problem. I'm placing you all under arrest.
What? Surely I can explain.
What can Captain Blood explain?
Well, I'm really Roger Goodman, and I'm about to be married to Sarah Fent,
The Pirate Queen. I shan't soon forget how you dumped me hard into those waters with those sharks, milady.
You know very well they were only dolphins.
Sarah, how unladylike.
Oh, come on now, Belvy. You can't be serious. This was clearly just a youthful fling.
Piracy on the high seas is a crime punishable by hanging.
No, Captain Belvedere. You look terribly hungry. How about a nice, warm chocolate chip cookie?
Why, don't mind if I do. They are to die for.
Excellent. Now quick, go and get on your ship as fast as you can.
But what about you?
Oh, Sarah, darling, we don't want to leave Treasure Island.
It's just too much fun here. Much better than the stressful life back at home. And we found the most magnificent treehouse.
It was built by some lovely Swiss architects.
So you're staying here then?
And she makes the best chocolate chip cookies in the world.
Oh, Bluebeard, you're just saying that.
What about Belvedere, Captain Belvedere?
We'll put him to work. Kiki and Creaky need a promotion.
He can make the mountain alleys now.
And what about Belvedere's ship?
All I've got to do is put on his hat, put on his coat, have Kiki and Creaky fire the cannon, send the signal for retreat, and his crew will be gone with the wind.
Speaking of Gone with the Wind,
Remember those papers I found in that chest?
yeah, I think we should send them to a publisher. They'd make a pretty good book.
Belvedere? With a name like that, it'll sink quicker than an anchor.
Oh, Sarah, darling, I hate to rush you, but these cookies only last a short while. So get going.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely wedding.
I'll take good care of your little girl.
You'd better, or we'll send Captain Belvedere after you.
He's mighty fearsome, too. Ha, we got company.
Yes, this is getting nice. We're all getting along quite nicely now.
No, I mean now the ship. It's the Seafair, and she's pulling up to the island and sending over a dinghy.
What? Oh, have no fear, dear boy. That's my Captain Porter coming to fetch us.
But we've decided to stay on this lovely paradise with all of you.
And will you make chocolate chip cookies?
Certainly. Be a dear, will you? And go tell Captain Porter about our change of plans and give him this list. I've thought of a few little supplies we'll be needing.
A few little supplies? This list reads like War and Peace.
I'm impressed, considering that won't be published in about 70 years or so.
I do fancy myself literary type. I have some poems and some epic books of my own I could show you.
Really? Why, I'd love to see them.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. Now, if I'm going to keep you all supplied with cookies, I'll be needing chocolate chips and such.
On the dome, my lady.
A literary pirate. Remarkable. I do believe we're going to enjoy ourselves rather nicely here, Emma.
Yes, but, oh Hector, do you think we've done the right thing? Do you think we should have gone with Sarah and Roger at least until the wedding was taken care of?
They'll be just fine.
Which is more than what can be said for you. Hands up! All of you!
Long John, give it a rest.
We're pirates, for crying out loud.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
They'll write books about us. They'll make movies about us. Maybe even design amusement park rides.
Till then, sit down and relax. We're in the Caribbean.
Have a chocolate chip cookie. Don't mind if I do. Thanks.